Series supporting the V8s in Hamilton. It was a great event. Plenty of cars had to be repaired from that one too, just quietly. Nandy Kiss and Peter Burnett further down the grid. Rick Gill joins in this weekend. He's the oldest driver in the Ute Series, 60 years young. He's finding it tough in among all of these. Andrew Schultz has taken over the Ryle Harris car, but he's been excluded from qualifying, so he will start down the back.
One of the guys who hasn't had the perfect lead up to this round is Jeremy Gray. He crashed his motorbike while riding with friends back in April, broke 5 of his vertebrae and 2 ribs, spent a couple of weeks in hospital, but he was released about 3 weeks ago, given the all clear to race by doctors. And although he said he's still feeling a bit sore and sorry, he does sit 4th in the championship. So he said that while he was in hospital, his motivation was just to get to Winton this weekend. He'll start today's race from position 15.
You can't keep a good Ute racer down. Thanks for that, Bryony. Brian Ingson joining us in the lane. The weather, currently 16 degrees at Winton, a maximum expected today of 18. Perfect conditions for racing of any kind. When we come back, the Yokohama V8 Utes will take off in race 1.
Man say no fuck money, so no matter what them say, it's the other half of DJ.
Adam said Eve, now listen to me. Anything you want you can have.
You know the smell going around, I'm getting pounded to the ground with this funny money still cycling around. You know the Euro, kicking Uncle Sam and
back at Winton with Race Day Extra. It's race 1 in round 2 of the Yokohama V8 Utes. Grant Johnson is on pole. Let's have a look at some of our in-cars, and Andrew Fisher has the DBA camera. He'll start from position 5 on the grid. Had a great first round on the streets of Adelaide. He and Rick Bates teamed up to win the Sunday race. We'll be riding with the Century Batteries in-car. Craig Dontis in the Thirsty Camel Commodore this year. Switched in the off-season from Ford to Holden, still finding his way with that car. He's buried in the middle of the pack. Front row of the grid with Johnson is Chris Pither, the young Kiwi, has taken over that ride from Leighton Cranbrook. Kim Jane, the Extreme Clutches camera in the Bob Jane T-Marts Holden. He will start right up the front. Starts from position 6 and traditionally quite strong on this track. And we'll go further inboard with our cameras in race 1 of the V8 Utes. This is with Craig Dontis, and I reckon we're going to see some glowing brakes by the end of this one.
Absolutely. What a great shot. You can just see everything the way it works. And when we get these, when the car's actually running, you see those brakes glowing. You can see actually that brake pad works and how it actually gets the disc hot, and the brake pad and the disc, they do all the work and slow the car down. And
you do plenty of that at Winton. There's lots of stops here. So a full field, 16 rows, 32 cars, green flag at the back. Chris Pither, the young Kiwi, he is the New Zealand V8 Ute champion. He's raced in this series before. He's up against Grant Johnson. David Cedars, the championship leader, is on the second row with the reigning champion, Jack Elsgood. It's a pair of Commodores on the run to turn 1. Johnson and Pither, everybody grabbing gears, 10 laps ahead. Utes, turn 1. I can't really look.
Pretty even start from all those guys in the front few rows, so... Oh, look at that. But everyone's managed to get through 1 and 2 quite comfortably, giving each other some room. Something we don't normally see in a Ute race, isn't it?
Everyone was very, very gentlemanly there. Riding with Dontis. This is Paul Williams in front. The young West Aussie whose car is run by Brock Race Engineering. Bit of dust, bit of dirt. That's more into the theme of Ute racing.
Bit of rubbing and pushing. So obviously the field's just starting to spread out a little bit there. Grant Johnson's great start, and he's made the most of that. He's opened up a small gap in Ute racing. That's enough over Chris Pither. So hopefully he can keep that momentum going.
Gary McDonald under pressure there from Ben Dunn. And already Johnson driving away, the former champion, as I mentioned, sponsorless at the moment, trying to put some good results on the board to attract some attention. But Jack Elsgood in third spot there. We go back with Kim Jane. And Johnson just getting away.
This is where it's important to have those tyre pressures right. Some of the guys might get them so the car's quite quick in the first few laps. Other guys will work on the car so it comes on towards the end of the race. So track temperature's quite low, down to 18 degrees, and tyre pressure's going to play an important role into it.
Oh, Charlie Kovacs, the Wilson Security Commodore, he's got huge problems. He got involved in the first couple of corners. I did see him out of view, and he was a long, long way back. Now, look in the background there, there's a spinner at turn 12.
That's what we like to see, a bit more Ute racing.
It's Rob Jarvis, and he's in the sand. The question is, how deep is he in the sand, and can he escape from the sand?
I think he's well and truly bogged, so that one's definitely going to bring out a safety car. They'll have to bring that out and remove that car, but he's taken out the foam blocks there as well. And let's see.
Ben Cabbage, the Workhorse Falcon, which has been rebuilt since it was involved in a drama in Adelaide. It's got involved in another one here at Winton.
So there's a bit of assistance on that one.
Safety cars being called, the yellow flags are out, and the drivers respond. And the thing at Winton is they've actually installed a light system as well, so it's yellow lights and yellow flags. So plenty of opportunities for the drivers to know that this race has been slowed down. Grant Johnson is the leader as they rearrange the order in the middle of the pack. A chance to take our breath. When we come back, we'll go back to green flag racing from Winton.